The backyard of the Brown family's house was covered in lengthy shadows from the Arizona heat on yet another hectic afternoon. With an air of forced confidence, Kody Brown stood in the middle of the lawn, clutching a football. He had been getting ready to display what he thought was an outstanding throwing arm, his distinctive golden hair bouncing with every fanciful movement. "Okay, everybody, pay attention to this," he exclaimed, abruptly ending. Robyn's adolescent daughters, Aurora and Breanna, were standing a few steps away with their arms folded and doubtful looks on their faces. With a faint smile of amusement on her lips, Meri observed from the veranda while stirring her coffee. Kody threw the football as hard as he could with one last determined flick of his wrist. After leaving his fingertips, the ball stumbled in midair, swerving uncomfortably before tumbling onto the grass about 2 feet away. There was a startled silence in the backyard. Aurora then started laughing. She raised an eyebrow and teased, "Was that supposed to happen?" Breanna shook her head and rolled her eyes. "That was embarrassing, Kody." Kody's cheeks flushed. He looked to Robyn for encouragement. "Girls, don't be rude," she urged, forcing a forced smile. "The thought is what matters." Even so, she was unable to conceal her laughter. Meri sipped her coffee slowly and deliberately from the porch. She mumbled under her breath, "Oh boy," in a sarcastic tone. Another one of Kody's legendary moments. Kody gave her a fierce look, but remained silent. By this point, he was accustomed to his first wife's subtle digs. He was going to dismiss his failure and shift the conversation when a loud, shrill cry came from the house. "Hey, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel TLC Flicks. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up." The laughter abruptly stopped. "What now?" Kody rubbed his temples and moaned. Robyn's eyes grew wide with worry, and she hurried inside without saying another word. Aurora, Breanna, Kody, and Meri trailed closely after, their laughter forgotten. The living room of the house was a site of utter emotional destruction. Breanna was lying on the couch, crying into a throw pillow as though everything had suddenly fallen apart. Aurora stood close by, her arms folded, her face a mix of incredulity and annoyance. "Mom!" Sitting upright and crying, Breanna let out a cry. "Aurora took my hairbrush, and I cannot live without it." Kody blinked. "Wait, what?" Robyn hurried over to Breanna's side, her face displaying heightened anxiety. "Oh, breathe deeply, my love. We'll resolve this." She looked at Aurora. "Did you take her brush?" Aurora threw up her hands and scoffed. "It's only a brush. Why is she behaving as though I took her identity?" Breanna let out a sharp gasp, her sobs growing louder. "It's not just a brush. It's my brush. The only one that doesn't pull my hair." Kody exhaled slowly, pinching the bridge of his nose. "Are we seriously having a meltdown over a brush?" Robyn shot him a warning glare. "Kody, please. This is important to her." Meri, who had been leaning against the doorframe, watching the scene unfold with barely concealed amusement, decided it was the perfect moment to insert herself into the drama. With a deep, theatrical sigh, she straightened up and looked around the room as if making a grand declaration. "You know," she said, her voice dripping with self-importance, "I think the energy in this house is off. And honestly, I think it's because of me." The room fell into stunned silence. Even Breanna's sobbing quieted for a moment as everyone turned to look at Meri. Kody frowned. "What?" Meri nodded sagely, as if she had just uncovered some great cosmic truth. "I'm just too powerful. My presence, my aura, it's overwhelming for you all. I can sense it." Aurora and Breanna exchanged wide-eyed stares, trying not to burst out laughing. Kody shook his head and scoffed. "Meri, come on. Not everything is about you." Robyn, however, gasped, her hand rushing to her chest. "Kody, how could you say that? We should acknowledge Meri's truth." Meri's sneer deepened. She lifted her coffee cup and took a leisurely drink, evidently appreciating the attention. Kody groaned. "I can't deal with this today." Robyn was still supporting Meri's strange assertion. Aurora had formally left the conversation, and Breanna had started crying again over her missing brush. It was just another day in the insanity of sister wives, and the house was once again consumed in the lunacy of the Brown family. And there's more. In the midst of claims that Kody Brown managed the salaries of every Sister Wives cast member, Christine Brown is preparing to launch her second Airbnb in Utah. After becoming married spiritually in 1994, Christine and Kody had 6 kids together. Their marriage was miserable, though, because Kody wanted to live with Robyn Brown, his younger wife. By saying he didn't think Christine was attractive, he infuriated her even more. Consequently, Christine severed her relationship with Kody and paid him $10 for her portion of the Coyote Pass land. Christine said that she and her husband, David Woolley, will shortly be launching a new Airbnb in a recent Instagram story. Christine expressed her delight as she drove to the property in Hurricane, Utah, stating, "We're on our way to Hurricane, Utah," and adding, "We're opening up our new Airbnb. So excited." 3 of the 4 bedrooms on the property will be individual suites, she clarified. In Hurricane, Utah, Christine also requested assistance from her fans in selecting a theme for her second Airbnb. Meri, Janelle, and Christine are talking about how Kody used to handle the Brown family's finances in Sister Wives Season 19. In the past, they combined their funds into a family fund and utilized it to cover costs. The sister wives now see that, although this arrangement benefited them for many years, Kody might have been abusing their hard-earned money for his personal gain or to buy luxury for Robyn, his favorite wife. During their marriage, Christine had to beg Kody for her money, and now Meri and Janelle are fighting to get their just compensation from the sale of Coyote Pass. Christine and Kody had an oppressive marriage for more than 25 years, during which time she probably had to beg for her part of the money. As a result, it is impressive to watch her and her new spouse make important financial decisions. She does not wish to find herself in a situation where she must request money from someone else. By buying investment homes and converting them into Airbnb rentals, she hopes to start her own business. In order to ensure her future, Christine is generating cash flow positive assets, regardless of whether David remains with her. With the most days booked in a month, Christine's first Airbnb in Moab, Utah, seems to be doing quite well. Given the popularity of her first Airbnb, the Sister Wives star would be wise to purchase another rental property in order to boost her monthly income. Given that Utah is a popular travel destination in the U.S. for both domestic and international travelers, Christine and David have a good chance of making money from this second Airbnb. It is hoped that the Sister Wives cast member and David's new business endeavor will be a great success. Although Sister Wives Season 19 is currently airing, the adored unscripted series may be ending due to Kody Brown's intolerable victim mentality. It was a show about a happy polygamous household when it debuted in 2010. Although the Brown family's circumstances weren't ideal, they managed to make it work. They were very close and lived together in a huge mansion in Utah. It was a far cry from the well-known depictions of polygamist cults that are sometimes seen in the public, and they mostly loved one another. The program evolved into a chronicle of the Brown family's decline over time. By the time Sister Wives Season 19 debuted, Kody, 55, had 4 wives and 18 kids, but 3 of them had left the plural marriage and many of his elder kids had stopped talking to their father. For the patriarch who practiced polygamy, everything happened so fast. All of a sudden, he and Robyn Brown, his 4th and youngest wife, were unintentionally monogamous. He's been letting himself feel sorry for himself lately, and it's not good for him. In the second Sister Wives Season 19 episode, Kody was brutally honest about his early marriage to Meri Brown, 53, his first wife. Kody claimed in an on-camera interview that Meri changed after they were married and that it was challenging to be around her. He used a hypothetical situation where he asked Meri if she wanted a piece of gum. She angrily retorted, "You know I hate spearmint." Kody then presented a timeline in which he blamed Meri for the breakup of the family, claiming that she was the reason he took on more women. Because it provided viewers with a glimpse into the world of polygamous families, Sister Wives proved popular. It's uncertain where the program might go now that Kody and Robyn are raising their 5 children in a monogamous marriage. Given that the marriages are now done, the show's demise is likely imminent. It's alarming to see how Christine Brown, star of Sister Wives, and David Woolley's relationship is influencing her kids. For nearly 30 years, Christine and Kody Brown were part of a polygamous marriage. In March 1994, Christine wed Kody, and over the following few years, they had 6 children. In 1995, Aspen, Christine's eldest child with Kody, was born. Viewers have watched the former couple's son, Paydon, grow up on Sister Wives, and their 4 other daughters, Mykelti, Gwendolyn, Isabel, and Truly. The first to leave Kody was Christine, then his other wives, Meri Brown and Janelle Brown, leaving Robyn Brown as his only surviving spouse. When Christine began using an online dating app and met David, her life took a drastic turn. The time frame of Christine and David's relationship has drawn a good deal of criticism. With Christine catching up on a lifetime of love and affection from a partner, David has been a significant improvement over Kody. However, when it comes to her and David, the views of Christine's children are also without weight or reality. In November 2021, Christine announced her intention to divorce Kody and relocated to Utah to live with her youngest daughter, Truly. In December 2022, Christine told Today that she had no interest in starting a new relationship, but she was open to finding love again since she thought she would immediately sign up for a love of her life, if one were available. Christine didn't believe she was feeling the situation's energy quite yet, though. That would be fantastic. Not yet, most likely. My energy isn't quite appropriate for that circumstance. Christine said that it's interesting to note that a month later, Christine appeared on Instagram, requesting dating tips from her followers as a 50-year-old. Christine only needed a few weeks to be certain that she was in a relationship. She raved about how amazing her mystery boyfriend was with Truly, calling the romance wonderful and romantic and kind, and everything she was searching for. Christine wasn't quite ready to tell who her mystery boyfriend was. But a week later, in February 2023, Christine officially announced her relationship with David on Instagram, and 2 months later, in April 2023, she became engaged to him. Christine admitted that she enjoyed David's spontaneity in the relationship and gave the impression that she wanted to move quickly. It was time for Christine to wed David after they became engaged, and made the news public in a startling Instagram post. Christine looked too enamored with David to worry that she should have taken the time to get to know him. In her opinion, he was the most affectionate and considerate individual she had ever encountered. Only 5 weeks after meeting David had Christine begun talking about marriage. In October 2023, Christine and David tied the knot. For years, Christine has been looking for happiness outside of her family. She longed to have a life independent of Kody. She is honest about her happiness with David, but she also looked into loving herself and trying to find happiness in things other than Kody. Although Christine has always wanted to become more independent, she was unable to do so while living with Kody and the family. After marrying David, Christine experienced her first taste of independence and came to the realization that she required more than a new family or a personal relationship. Christine has stated unequivocally that she does not want David to be viewed negatively or as anything less than a wonderful companion. The last thing she wants is for gossip or erroneous assumptions to damage the solid, wholesome connection she has with him after all the work and devotion she has put into building a happy and rewarding life. She believes that after all the effort she has put into creating this pleasure, it is critical to preserve the purity of her relationship and prevent outside viewpoints from weakening their bond. By the time Christine had already found a new husband, her kids had never had a chance to really comprehend the end of her marriage to Kody. Christine's children felt that they were not given enough time to comprehend and adapt to their new family structure because everything happened so swiftly. In addition to recording their emotions on Sister Wives, they were under pressure to adapt to this new family dynamic that Christine had put them through. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks everyone.